But before I get started and giving you my top 5, it does not mean that the other restaurants were any less of amazing. But I just felt like these 5 really stuck out to me, and when I had to pick, even though it was a hard choice, they were the ones that really stood out to me. So we're gonna go ahead and get this roll call done. Number 5, Savage Sicko. And I'd like to give a shout out to Alex. Thank you so much for allowing Vegan Pop Eats to come through. Now, the reason why I chose Savage Sicko is because, one, it gave me an opportunity to experience veganism with another culture. Their food is Latin based, and they have found a way to make veganism Latin. And you know their culture is full of life, full of great food, and it represents joy. And another thing that made me excited about Savage Sicko is their message. A lot of their proceeds of their food goes towards helping the wildlife in the oceans. And while I was there, I learned a lot about how the turtles are becoming endangered and also the sharks. So if you go on their website, or if you even go on their IG Live, you'll see that the shark is their mascot. You guys need to check out Savage Sicko. You won't be disappointed.
Savage Sicko is more than a restaurant. It's a lifestyle. Located at 3710 31st Avenue in Astoria, Queens, it is motivated by the dream chasers of New York and the Latino culture. Now, I'm about to find out if I'm a savage or if I'm a sicko.
Number 4, Aunts and Uncles. And the reason why they got to be number 4 is because they're right down the street from my house. And they were one of the first vegan spaces that had really good food that came to our neighborhood. Their burgers and their tacos is out of this world. But one of the things that stood out for me for Aunts and Uncles was the vibe. From the time you walk into the door to the time you leave, you're left with this feeling of being at home. Shout out to Nicole of Aunts and Uncles, and you will be seeing me soon. Aunts and Uncles is a new plant-based space located at 1407 Nostrand Avenue in Brooklyn. The energy of this space hits you when you touch the door. With offerings of love for food, y'all, this is a vibe. Coming in at number 3 is broccoli bar. Now, broccoli is one of my favorite vegetables, and I think I have broccoli maybe, I'm gonna say 3 times a week. But nobody does broccoli like the broccoli bar. And one of the things that stood out for me at the broccoli bar, and even though it's not broccoli, it is the carrot dog. I had been hearing a lot of, rufflings in the vegan community about how amazing the carrot dog is. And I kept saying that I would make one at home. But when I got there and had the carrot dog, I knew that I wouldn't be making it at home. I like to give a shout out to Jeremiah because every time I come to the broccoli bar, it feels like a party. It feels like home. It's in the middle of downtown Brooklyn, and you just got to check it out because once you taste their broccoli, you're not going to want anything else.
Broccoli. Who does not love broccoli? It gives you the vitamins of B, C, and K. Now, if broccoli was a person, the broccoli bar would be it. It's located at 690 Fulton Street, and what was once a food cart is now the talk of Fort Greene, Brooklyn.
Number 2, Urban Dessert Lab. That was the first time I've ever gotten whipped, pun intended. But anyway, what I really enjoyed about Urban Dessert Lab is that all of the ice cream was made with oat milk, and it's hard to find a really good ice cream, and they didn't disappoint. Courtney was very knowledgeable. Courtney was very happy for us to be there, and it was a good time. We laughed more than we filmed. And I just want to let everyone know that you guys should definitely go down to Urban Dessert Lab. It's minority owned and it's women owned. And I thought that that was just phenomenal that 2 women got together and decided that they were going to give the community something that they never had before. It's a sexy little place. They also have alcohol infused ice cream. What can be better than that? So shout out again to Courtney. Thank you so much for making me see ice cream in a different way.
When I first heard about Urban Dessert Lab, I had to stop, drop, shut them down. You know the rest. Urban Dessert Lab is located at 95 Orchard Street, and let me just say, they are combining 2 of my most favorite things, oat milk and ice cream. Now, I don't know about you. If you've never been here, I can tell you, the census is out. There is nobody doing ice cream like Urban Dessert Lab.
Last but not least, but definitely my number 1 is Sweet 11. Now, Sweet 11 is a vegan nail brand. And what stood out most about this brand was the owner, Ariel. And what I loved about her is that she had lemons and she made lemonade. She had an allergy, and instead of thinking that she would never be able to get her nails done again, she decided to do something about it and create this phenomenal number 1 nail brand. She is seen in several magazines. She's seen all over, and it is the go-to color. I give kudos to Ariel. For those of you who are looking for a vegan brand that will give you the same, je ne sais quoi as Essie or any other high-end brands, Sweet 11 is it.
I am so excited that we are here in Brooklyn, New York, where we will be talking to the CEO of Sweet 11, Ariel Smith-Liebert. Now, this vegan brand is cruelty-free and it has been PETA certified, so you know that it's real. I cannot wait to hear what Sweet 11 has going on.
Well, that was my top 5, but before I go, I would love to give an honorable mention to Tavolino's and Please Cheese because they were my very first sponsored video. And I look forward to the many opportunities and sponsorships that I have coming in 2021. And let me just let this sit with you. If you can't be good to anybody else, you better be good to yourself. I'm Angela Yvonne, and this is Vegan Pop Eats, where meat is obsolete. Bye.